And hello, and welcome in. How's it going? The conqueror of that Timberland. How's it going? Hope you're doing alright. Hope you have a phenomenal day. It's good to see you. Maven, how are you doing? Thank you for this morning. Thank you for everything. I don't know. It's all good. Sorry that I didn't respond yesterday. I just fell asleep immediately. Yesterday I was just way too tired. And in fact, I'm today super tired. And I am very much looking at my eye bags and I'm wondering, what will I do about them? I just look so tired all the time. It's like, you know, life imitating art. I've got the eye bags in a PNG tuber model. And it's not even funny how much that's just me IRL, you know. It's not even funny. All good. Glad to hear that. I'm late. It's nearly 7 already. And that's bad because I wanted to be live at 6. But hey, it's fine for now. For what it's worth, I wrote an article. I wrote a blog post about an article that someone else wrote that I read, and I was like, what the fuck, this is stupid. You know, that was my reaction. Honestly, it was just, what the fuck, this is stupid. What the hell? The article in question was about the deprofessionalization of video games as an industry. Essentially, hold up. Did I not link to it? Oh. I gotta fix that. I gotta fix that, and I gotta link my source. Boop. Like the thing that my article is referring, I need to link that in the actual post. Whoops. Okay, now I'll update it. All right, let me show you. So, wrong one. There we go. So basically, I just wrote this article and finished it and basically break down the main points of this other article over here. PAX East felt like a warning. Explosively successful games by solo devs and small teams are great, but it could lead to a dearth of vital specialists. You know, basically, this article talks essentially about a few key points. Namely, the rise of small devs. Small teams like the ones behind Balatro, Schedule 1, and Repo have attained success and outperformed larger, more experienced projects despite being developed by a very small team or by solo devs. You know, which is cool, right? I don't know. Deprofessionalization is a trend that fewer developers are needed to create successful games, leading to deprofessionalization, according to the article. A reduction in specified roles and a shift towards generalist skills. Industry implications, that's what the article goes into. And then it talks about how PAX East supposedly shows cases that a lot. And I'm like, dude, no. What are you on about? It's a lot of hogwash, really, like the article itself. It's like a lot of, oh, because indie devs are so successful, people could theoretically look at that, you know? Like investors and big time CEOs could look at that and be like, yeah, um, this look at this indie dev studio has only like 30 people and they made a very very good game. We should cut down our studio. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, what if that happens? That's already happening, and they don't need the justification. They're just cutting off the people. Look, we didn't make enough money, so we're cutting off these people. Oh, this game is not making enough money, so we're reducing the team size a lot. I'm like, it's not that complicated. You don't need some bogus boogeyman for it, you know? So yeah, there's some merit that it acknowledges risks to specialists and raises concerns about structures in the industry that are failing. I said. Losing my mind, losing my mind. But like the article itself seems to blame indie developers for the failings of big studios. I'm like, what do you mean? Big studios literally are remaking the same game over and over again, and that's why they're unsuccessful. Like they don't create new games. They're just making the same game again but different, you know? Like rather than create a new Skyrim, a new Elder Scrolls game, they remade Oblivion. Rather than make Pokemon games actually fun, they ship out a buggy mess knowing that most of the community will still buy it. Rather than introduce cool things to like shooters and whatnot, they just make yet another microtransaction heavy skin selling machine. Like, we don't need another 10,000 hero shooters. We need actually fun games that people can play where you spend money once and then never again. Why does everything have loot boxes in it? The next step is going to be having ads inside of games, right? Like, for what it's worth, game devs haven't really moved forward much, you know, outside of indie. And that's because indie dev isn't shackled by corporate overlords who are not likely to take risks. And that's what my post is about. My post is literally about that, you know? The issue here isn't what if investors use this as a reason to cut jobs, but rather the fact that it already happens without said justification. There have been so many layoffs in the industry, while more and more games fail in an economy where buying games priced at $60 to $80 plus DLC plus special editions is just not everyone's priority given how incredibly expensive living has become. People are being laid off. People do lose their jobs. Why does the article read as if Francis lived in seclusion for the past few years, removing their worldly desires to attain enlightenment as some type of modern-day hermit? After years spent in isolation, they came back to write this incredibly misguided and short-sighted article. That is actually quite mean. But the rest of it is literally just... I think the author doesn't understand that indie devs are not shackled by greedy CEOs at the top, and as a result have much more leeway with what they can get away with. You cannot create a game like this, or maybe even like this one, underneath a greedy thumb of some corporate overlord, right? Like games like He Fucked the Girl Out of Me, which is a GBA game, essentially, and all the images are gone. Wait, are the images over here also gone? No. Weird. But you can't make cool artsy games, you know, under corporate rule, essentially. And that's what I don't understand, you know. Indie games are successful because there's constraints due to budget limitations, due to a much smaller team and everything. Devs have to experiment and see what works, what sticks. And it's not that all indie devs are successful. No, on the contrary, there's more failing indie devs than there are successful, or than there are failing AAA devs, or successful indie devs, or successful AAA stuff. Even failing AAA games make more money than most successful indie games. Like, there are some edge cases, sure. Balatro and Stardew Valley selling like lots, makes sense. These were super successful. You've got Baldur's Gate, you've got what's it called? Clair Obscur. These are games that are very, very successful, obviously, but it doesn't mean that all of them are like this. And acting as if successful indie devs make AAA miserable is just weird. And that's sort of what the article is about. I just wanted to write about it. I haven't written a post in a good while, so I'm glad that I did. I hope that I get back into the groove of things, but also I don't think I will. I love blogging. I just haven't found the time, really. That's mostly because I like streaming more-ish. It's not that I like streaming more. It's more so that for streaming, I literally just have to feel good, get on stream, talk, and I can play games, But for the blog, I need to put in a lot more effort. I have to think about how I start a blog post, and I have to format it and edit it and whatnot, There's a lot more that goes into a blog post, in my opinion. And that's a bit sad. I like blogging a lot, and I do want to write about stuff. There's some stuff regarding Maven, what you talked about. Is it okay if I talk about something loosely in here? And if not, I won't. Yeah. I have this post, and I had it in the works for quite a while. Sure, fantastic. About the overzealousness of people fighting for a cause. People who want to defend some people's rights, Like, for instance, the trans rights movement, Being an ally of it. It's good to see you. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Being an ally of it is cool. Trying to uplift voices in the community is great, but inciting harassment for it is terrible because it causes more harm to the cause than it helps, if that makes sense, So how are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. And that's something that I wanted to talk about. That's something I want to write about. And it's something I'm looking forward to writing eventually about. Hopefully I'll get some writing done in the 5-hour trip that I've got this upcoming Friday. The day after tomorrow, I'll be riding the train for a long while. Actually, it's not 5 hours, right? Hold up. What have I done? Somebody tell me. It seems I'm in oblivion, where I hide, waiting for the sunrise in its blight. And I speak to myself again, yeah, light. Highs and lows are exceptional with the drugs. Well, I am a manacle. Why don't you call? Well, I am a manacle. All right, let's check. What's my train ride like? I get started at 7:44. And I arrive at 13:43. So that's 6 hours? Right? Yeah, 6 hours. And on the way back, I'll travel for like an hour and a half to Berlin. Then I'll have 20 minutes. And then from there, I'll travel for 4 hours. Which is odd, But I guess The way back is just a bit shorter. I guess in total that's 1 p.m. 5.5 hours. Yeah, it's shorter. Even though I have to go to Berlin first and then back. You received your breakup panel today. You're going to replace it in your home? Nice. Are you going to customize it? Are you going to paint it? Are you allowed to paint it? I'm not sure, actually. I think you can't fully paint it in Germany. But what you can do is... Paint it? Are you mad? That would be a fire hazard. I mean, yeah, but like you can like... I know some people put... wait, breaker panel. Yeah, like some people put like flowers, like paint flowers on top of it, you know? Wait, no, I'm thinking of the big boxes. That are outside of the house. Those are not the ones you mean. Never mind. Because those are for the whole street, I believe. Verteilerkasten, Sicherungskasten. Yeah, I'm thinking of the wrong thing. Sorry. But even so, I do wonder, like, can you? No? Today... Are you mad? Maybe a little? I turned into a lich after all. I discarded my humanity a long time ago. Crolera, good to see you. How are you doing? It's been a while. How are you doing today? It's recommended to hire a professional to replace it. I see. Hold up. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun. How you doing? You're a professional. Nice. So can you paint it? I'm Meow Crolera. Meow meow. Oh, there we go. Stressing a lot for past few days. Oh no, do you have like deadlines or something like that? I thought for a moment that the game is not gonna work. Okay, we have to draw Shaki. I hope you get some good rest soon and can recover from whatever is stressing you out. Not just fearing about the test you took this week. Since if you fail it, you won't be able to graduate, you won't be able to go to uni this year. The way I see it is, yes, you can worry about it, but at the same time, what if you don't worry about it? Because you did already write it, and as a result, there's nothing for you to change about the outcome of the test that you already took. you know? Because there's nothing you can change about the outcome of the test that you already took until it comes back, you know? Because there's nothing you can do about that, you don't have to worry about it. Right? I mean, obviously that's not how it works. You will always worry about stuff, but you know. How you doing today, Spuddington? Good to see you. I would give you a shout out, and I don't know how to do that. I mean, no, I do know how to do that, but I would have to. I'll do that now. Look, everyone can check out Spud. We rated them yesterday. Nickel. Go check them out if you haven't yet. Spud, what pronouns do you use? By the way, cheers for shouty, of course, shouty outy. Just already has have severe anxiety, so no clue what to do at the moment. What you can do is Krolera, help me. You hear him, gotcha. You can just say him, or I use. I am a seems weird. Just grammatically. I think most people will understand easier if you say CM, and also it saves you a few letter presses. I don't think it's a problem to say I'm a, he, him. No, it does. Wait, no, does it cause a problem? Syntactically? Is it a syntax error? I guessed. I don't know. We'll have to draw Shucky over here, who evolved into a Venusaur the other day. How you doing? What have you been up to? Sorry about that weird tangent. I'm on the wrong layer. And also we'll zoom in a little bit. We're doing an Artlocke today. Explanation rules for all the rules. Been pretty chill day. I'm glad to hear that. Where are you based, if I may ask? America, right? Based on time zones. No, you cheeky little British chappy. You would just live at a very late time for me, gosh. No, that makes a lot of sense. No idea. I can't tell apart some accents, you know? Like, I feel like lots of people are like, what do you mean? He's British. You can hear in his voice. I'm like, what do you mean you can hear in his voice? How am I supposed to hear that? I can barely tell apart Brits and Irish people. You know? But also I'm dumb, so that would also explain that. No. Chill day and glad you know. Get some good rest. Sometimes resting is important, you know. Look for all fun accents. Get yourself up on some Downton Abbey. I don't have. Where does Downton Abbey even run? You know, is it like Hulu? Is Hulu nowadays owned by Disney? Because I've seen like all the shows that are on Hulu are now on Disney, and I'm like, what do you mean? When did that happen? No, do you imagine Hulu would have it? Yeah. Possibly. Just quickly finish this drawing of our lovely Shucky. Because if I don't draw it, I can't use it. This is an Artlocke after all. I need to stop paying as much attention to like each and every small detail, you know? Usually there's a time limit on these, but I didn't boot up SNES and I forgot about that, so oops. I don't want to be here for another 10,000 hours, so instead we'll... Not that I wouldn't mind, but I would just get tired so easily nowadays, you know? That's fine. Look, that's fine. As someone... Netflix in the UK has it, but that's probably not much use to me. Honestly, Netflix is still cheaper than a lot of the other stuff, right? As someone who has an accent that sounds British one second and American the next, it's fun to hear people guess where you're from. Honestly, I don't think that you probably would have much of an accent in the first place, since you're from one of the Nordic countries, but also, they pretty much speak accent-free most of the time, unless they have a very, very strong accent. I feel like it's either with a lot of these countries, you know, in the northern regions of Europe, as well as with the Netherlands, you either have a very strong accent, yes, yes, or you speak, you're practically British, you know? I feel like this reads as the thingamajig. Okay, Carlos, we need a turquoise, but we go slightly green. Do we though? I'm not sure actually.
Oh whoa.
Oh well. Right? It's always like that. Every time to like, your accent is from the fact your childhood is British. Fair, fair. Your friends nowadays are American. Yeah, but that's like your dialect then, right? It's less so the accent and more so what kind of dialect you speak. But yeah, so what would you been up to? Plethora of an accent, no, do you imagine you would have it? Yeah, I don't use like any streaming platforms really. I looked at what Thingamajig has, Amazon Prime, because I have Prime Video. Like, I checked out Prime Video and realized that I have no interest in any of the shows on there. But like, I just have it. So I don't know, maybe I'll rewatch The Boys or something, like the first season, because I never watched the second season, you know? At some point, like, I just got bored of it, so I never finished watching it. But like, it's a good show, probably quite entertaining, and maybe I'll watch some more of it sometime. let's do this for now. And then go green, very vibrant green, slowly darker. Actually, let's go a bit lighter. And it's not even like I'm not familiar. Like, I watch a lot of Twitch, so I know like accents, you know, I see them a lot on Twitch. And also I watch like most of my videos and shows and whatnot in English and games, and similarly there's like a lot of my lecturers at uni are actually like, one of them is British, we have one from South Africa, there's another one from America, there's a few from America actually. There's a lecturer that I had once who's Irish. Irish? You know? Well, English was not the yellow from the no, it was very much the yellow from the but sometimes she would talk funny, and I really enjoyed that. Then we'll need a brown. But are you much of a Pokemon fan? To be fair, there's not many Pokemon that are potato adjacent. I do think that potato presentation is pretty bad, but you'd love Farfetch given that it's got a leak, and leak goes quite well with Spuds. But then again, you wouldn't eat Spuds, right? Because you're a Spud yourself, right? So I don't know, maybe. Although maybe Spuds eat Spuds. This is Spud eat Spud world. I do think I need to go into a more saturated color here. Spud eat Spud world. Fair. I think that's fine. But the reason why we need this Pokemon is because it's got a bunch of stats, and as such we'll have to draw it first. It's got good stats, but it's got status conditions as well that it can make use of. Make it a bit more saturated. There we go. Now it's more reddish and darker. Let's go there we go, and then we go shading with a lovely purple. Let's go with purple. I think use purple so seldomly. Does it? I have no idea. Maybe it doesn't. After all, that's fine. All right, all right, all right. Fantastic. Alright, this one's Shucky. Shucky v Venusaur. Neat. Let's head back into the game. And I was thinking that while I do enjoy this a lot, this format kind of, I do think that I might not be able to do this in the future again, because it just takes so much time to draw, even in Paint. I forgot to bring the tracker. There we go. There's our team. We're off to the next badge, which is gonna be the 6th badge. The level cap of 35. Yes, man. Agility. Do I want to learn something else? I don't think so, right? No. Yeah. Like the beetle is fast enough already. I don't think setting up force speed is kind of good. I'd rather just set up for the crit chance. Assurance, though. Yeah. Instead of twin needle. Just for coverage. Nevermore. The first turn it into a rage that allows it to use only attack moves for 2 to 4 turns. Instead of assurance, perhaps. No. I do wonder, does it evolve in this game already, or was that in Platinum? Pain attack is good. Draws up to the foe disarmingly, then throws a sucker punch. It hits without fail. Yeah, instead of assurance, definitely. Not evolved yet. Let's get a wall thing up. One HP on a Pokemon is pretty good already at level 30. I like that a lot. I mean, level 35. What are we at? 45? 1 and 6. It's pretty good. Relatively bulky. Rock slide, let's go. I'll get rid of Rock Throw because it basically does what Rock Slide does, but worse. And the other one that we had, Rock Fall, at least also slows them down. The cap is 35, but I'll just leave them at 34 for now. I knew you'd come here. Thank you for helping the gym leader, but battle is a separate matter. Go for it. I know how capable you are from the lighthouse. It's time you showed that side of yourself to Jasmine. Good luck. Are they all like... you helped our gym leader find herself or whatever. Let's help you out by not battling you. I love that. Honestly, slay. Thank you for your help at the lighthouse, but this is different. Please allow me to introduce myself. I am Jasmine, a gym leader. I use the Clang Steel type. Do you know about the Steel type? They are very hard, cold, sharp, and really strong. I'm not lying. Toxic spikes. I just realized we didn't go to the level 35. Pin missile. Oh shit, that does nothing. Why does this so little? Go Nevermore. Let's fly. What? What? Alright, Gust. Oh, 07s if you're around. Or beam, I don't know. Maybe that does something more. Cash bell. Psycho Cut. Was that the best they had? Aurora Beam. Go! Rotom Fire. Bubble Beam. Confuse Ray. Oh, it hurt itself. That's bad. Thunder Punch, that's really bad. Please. Okay, super effective critical hit. Electric Fire. Elderberry. Takes it like a champ. Oh, another confused Ray. You're a better trainer than me in both skill and kindness. In accordance with the League's rules, I confer upon you this badge. You receive a mineral badge from Jasmine. I thought during Fire was immune. With that badge, all Pokemon including traded Pokemon up to level 70 will obey you without question. Please take this too. TM23. It's called Nasty Plot. The Pokemon will hit the target with its hard tail, occasionally lowering the target's defense. Needle seems to be about to fall over. No! What? It's Huey, how are you? My Sprang's looking tougher than ever. It looks even tougher than me. Later. Okay. Robert Innit, you have got a Pokemon. I've got more than you. I just realized all the deaths I've ever had in a Nuzlocke were due to Machamp. Alrighty, as part of the Artlocke, we'll need to draw . how it died. I don't know what a vital throw would look like. By the way, vital throw. Oh, come on. Signature move of matchups, evolutionary line. Is decreased priority move, causing a user to attack after other Pokemon that are using ordinary priority moves. However, it will strike before Pokemon using other decreased priority moves such as Focus Punch and Avalanche. Vital Throw bypass accuracy checks to always hit unless the target is in the semi-invulnerable turn of a move such as Dig or Fly. Vital Throw can be used as the second move of a Pokemon contest combination, whatever, it doesn't matter. Always comes after the target's attack but never misses. 70 power, 100% accuracy, 10 PP. So wait, why was I not invulnerable during the first flight turn? Well, the only attacks it cannot avoid are Bite and Swift. On the following turn, Fly will inflict damage. Hold up a second. It doesn't say anything here about Fly, a Pokemon using Fly being able, like, Vital Throw being able to hit you then. Like, why did that work? Why did Fly hit? Can Vital Throw hit a flying Pokemon? Hold up. Let me check that back in the VOD before we draw Machamp German suplexing the fucking Murkrow. I don't think that was legit. Did Murkrow die from Vital Throw? Did that happen? Did I see that correctly? Because that shouldn't be possible, right? Like, I don't want Nevermore to die. So we're going to check that out real quick. Like, together. Hold up. Why can't I check my own VOD? 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 I've noticed also like that Twitch, for whatever reason, is privating all my VODs. Always publish VODs. There we go. Fantastic. And then go into the video producer and then publish. Yes. Okay, for science